my scrappy crafty friends. It's time for another Scrap-lift Crafternoon. This week we are scrap lifting Catching 1000 Moments from Instagram. And don't forget to check out her link on Instagram, Catching 1000 Moments. Her link will be down in our description box below. Don't forget to check out all the other folks who are hopping along at the end of this video, please. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and definitely give me a thumbs up and a comment if you enjoyed the video. I do really like seeing thumbs ups and comments so that I know that you're enjoying what I create each week for you. So this week we are looking at this scrap lift. It is a 12 by 12, and she has a kind of about 3/4, a little more than half. It's not even 3/4, a little more than half of the page. She has a yellow dot with a torn edge, and then she has a blue background. And it looks like there's some white splatters. She has what looks like some cut files of some flowers coming out of the yellow. And 2 photos, horizontal photos with some ephemera on either side, her title on the bottom, and her journaling below that. So I've decided I am going to do a 12 by 12 layout this week. And I am using a vertical photo. And I'm going to try to use a cut file, which is actually not a cut file. It's actually called a cutout from Bella Boulevard. It was already cut as hearts. And because we're continuing with our theme of the February theme and using hearts, so I'm going to attempt to be lazy about this, and I'm going to go ahead and glue my heart cutout to this paper, which has a beautiful background, a beautiful design all over. It has a multicolor design. This is a Vicky Bouton paper, and I think I saw somebody else did this, so I can't really even take credit for coming up with this by myself. I know somebody else did this, and I saw it, and I tucked it away in the back of my head and said, I'm going to use that idea for later. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to try using an X-Acto knife of some sort to cut out around the design. So we're going to see how this works. And I'll be back when it's done. Just I might even do this sped up a little bit. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I'll be back in just a second. so I finished backing my cut file, and I decided to go ahead and cut it because I needed to kind of manipulate how the hearts were going on the page. So I debated if I wanted to cut like the entire thing down and cut it to little tiny hearts, and I decided I didn't really want to mess with that. But I went ahead and tore the edge of this piece that I want to overlap with the hearts. I love that it has hearts here and it has hearts here, and they feel like they're kind of moving across the page, and that's what I wanted, the movement. And in the inspiration, she has it cut in half, and I flipped mine obviously because my picture is vertical. And so I kind of decided I want my hearts to kind of feel like they are spilling off of this side and out onto this side. And so what I've done is I've kind of gathered all my little bits and pieces, and since it's sort of toward the end of the month at this point, I have a lot of hearts left over and from my kit, and so I really want to use as many of these hearts that I have left over this month from my kit. So I'm going to try to do kind of a color blocking kind of technique where you put your ephemera and your bits and pieces in sort of a color vibe, blending with the different colors on the page. So I'm going to kind of follow these colors here and add in my bits and pieces as I go down the page and kind of see where I can go. I love these little conversation hearts, and I have just a couple that are so cute and say such fun little phrases like kiss me and too cute and love you. And this photo was taken way back when my husband and I were first married, and we were tired. We had a toddler at home, and we just you could tell that we're just exhausted, and we just went to the park and had a little picnic. And so it was a odd moment for us to be alone without my kiddo. I think he was at grandma's or something that night, and so we just had a rare moment of being just us together. And so I'm just going to kind of keep adding. I have some more heart stickers that I might want to add down to the greens, and a few other embellishments that I'm going to glue on here, so I can keep adding to this idea of all of these hearts coming off of the page and down. So I really hope that you enjoyed this scrap lift, and I'm just going to go ahead and put all of this on speed up, fast forward a little bit. My title is going to be Love You, and I'm probably going to put it down here in the corner. I think that'll fit just right there, and it's cursive just like in the inspiration, and it's really pretty, and so it'll work just right in that corner. And so all right, so enjoy this music. I'll do some close-ups at the end, and thank you so much for coming along on this scrap lift with me today. And again, if you really like my video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks so much.